Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today is part 2 of my book haul from Bushel Peck Books, so stick around. So on Tuesday, you guys saw part 1. Obviously, this is a couple days later. I have the rest of my books in from Bushel Peck, so I will share those with you. I'm kind of glad I did this, breaking them up in 2 parts, so that I could give you guys a little bit more of kind of an in-depth look into the book. But this is just going to be like a good general overview. Also, if you did not see part 1, I highly suggest going to that, and you don't have to do like one before the other. Y'all know what I'm saying. If you didn't see the other one, go back to it because there are some really good books. I am very, very impressed with Bushel Peck. Also, I kind of talk a little bit about like the pre-order and the shipping and all the things too. So if you didn't watch that one, I guess probably really should watch that one. But anyways, we're gonna get into these because these are really kind of they're a little bit different than the books I showed in part 1. Those were kind of more of like the series books, which I guess these are too. Anyways, I'm talking too much. We're just gonna get into it. The first one is called Dear Daughter. I've always wanted to tell you. Well, it's just called Dear Daughter, but here it says, I've always wanted to tell you. And look at this cute little. And so this is a book where mom writes to daughter under certain topics. So this book is for, and then from. They do have son also, but I don't have a son, so I didn't get that one, but they do have it as an option. So there's your title page, and then it's just that. This one is, every flower is unique. The colors, the petals, the way they dance in the breeze, but you are most unique and beautiful of all because, and then obviously you can write there. Now this is not a like mother-daughter journal, you know, this is not a pass back and forth. I guess you could do it that way, but I don't think that is the intention here. The intention is to write in it for your child and then give it to them at some point. I go back here. If you were an animal, this is what I think you'd look like. I did my best drawing it. I picked this for you because, so you draw here and then write, I picked this because I'm so glad you're my daughter because, and what's this? Look, I drew a picture of us. Just fun. I think this is so fun. When I wish upon a star, here is what I wish for you. So I just think it's a really sweet, one thing I always want you to remember is, I just think it's really sweet. And just a good way for mom to remember things, and also for daughters to be encouraged by things that their moms have to say about them and wishes for them and memories that mom wants to remember, and how maybe they line up with daughter, you know, on her 16th birthday or 18th birthday or whatever that looks like. So I thought it was super cute, super special. Okay, moving on. This one is self-explanatory. Now, there are quite a few. Actually, I think this is the largest series that they have on the website. I only got one from that collection, and depending on how it goes, we may add more, but we're not a real big poems kind of family. However, I do see the importance of obviously introducing poetry and all that kind of stuff. But I thought maybe this would be a good way to try it. We've read some poems and things, but it's just not, we are certainly not a poetry tea time kind of family. It just is not really our thing. But anyway, I thought this would be a good way to introduce it. And there's a lot of poems in here that I am familiar with and things like that. So it being Christmas time, maybe it's a little bit of a slower time for us. So maybe that would be a time where we can kind of slow down. But this is favorite poems for Christmas. But here is your table of contents. So we have Christina Rossetti, we have C.W. Stubbs, we have a Russian folk song, John Milton, Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe, Robert Frost, E.E. Cummings. So there are Emily Dickinson. So there are several in here. Some of those I am familiar with, some I am not. But I thought this would be a good way to, like I said, just kind of introduce different kind of poems. Maybe we'll be able to sit and read and enjoy them. Maybe my daughter can, you know, like write a picture or, you know, draw a picture while she's listening at the scene that's being painted or whatever. So there are no pictures in it, but part of the beauty of poetry is that generally it paints some kind of picture for you. So that's the favorite poems for Christmas. Next up, this one was surprising. I don't think I really knew what I was getting when I ordered this. I just think I saw the title and maybe like a little bit of something and was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. I'll just get that. We could always use that. And then I got it in and I was like, well, I was pleasantly surprised, but very surprised. This is the Kids World Fact Book. And it is massive. The back says, find out in the Kids World Fact Book, the amazing guide of every country and entity in the world, over 250 of them. Each page is packed with facts, tidbits, maps, flags, and more. Plus, the beginning includes a handy guide to common abbreviations used. For kids who love facts and trivia, this collection of up-to-date research by the CIA is not just essential, it's irresistible. Okay, so let's just go to the beginning here. So there's your title page. Here are your countries. Okay, it's a list of them in alphabetical order. Okay, so we start with Afghanistan in at Zimbabwe. Here are your abbreviations. The following abbreviations may be used throughout the book. So, you know, if you come across something and you don't know what it stands for, it is here. Lots of those. Okay. And then we move right into your first country. So obviously this is Afghanistan. World ranking by population here at the top. So 39. Here's a little excerpt about them. Looks like it gives you the name, origin, capital, area, population, religion, language, climate, terrain, natural hazards, resources, where people live, national holiday, national anthem, airports, and flag description. And then obviously a little map here. And that is it. So each place, each country gets just, you know, the 2 pages like that. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. But what's nice is it's just a small bit of information of a bunch of different places. And so I really like that at this age. This gives you a good place to just kind of, if you hear a country and you're like, man, where is that? Or, you know, what is that? Or you want more information, whatever. This is a really easy way to just kind of get an idea of, you know, what you're looking at, where it is, and a little bit of information about it. Yeah, so this is a good one to have. Like I said, I was surprised. I don't know what I was anticipating, but this was a good surprise. Okay, and then next up, I actually think, I am pretty sure I also have the second book. There's 2 of these. I don't want to say they're in a series because it's not really a series. It's just 2 books. I am quite sure I ordered the other one. I just don't think it has made it yet. And I think I had forgotten that I did that before I decided that this was the part 2, but whatever. It's fine. When I get ready to use it, I'm sure I will share it with you guys, but it follows this same format of this one. But I don't know why I would buy this one and not the other one. And I'm pretty sure I did. Anyways, this is the side-by-side Declaration of Independence. So the back reads, in the side-by-side Declaration of Independence, kids and grown-ups alike can read the original text of the Declaration on each left-hand page with help from a plain English translation on the right-hand page. Bright illustrations, historical explanations, helpful definitions, and other fun facts round out this brilliant introduction to one of the world's most important documents. Super cool. This one is hardback. Everything is, or hardcover, everything is except for the fact book. The fact book is not a hardcover. I thought it was just important to mention that. Okay, so here we have, this is a quote by John Adams in a letter to his wife. Okay, there we go, your title page. Build up of the Declaration. Okay, so this is just a little backstory there. Colonies in America, the French and Indian War, taxation without representation, all those things. Okay, wow, this really, really pretty. I like the mix of illustrations here. I think it's really kind of cool. Okay, so then it gives you like a little instruction how to use this book. Okay, so here on the right hand side is going to be your original text, and then this is going to be your plain English text, as they say. And then it says you'll also find learning aids marked by these icons here. So learn the history. These sections provide you with background. A magnifying glass here is look closer. These sections will challenge you to look more closely. And then think deeper is like a little skull there, a little brain. These sections encourage you to think more critically about what is being said. There it is. So here is your original text up at the top. And then here is your, look closer section. It does define the word unanimous here. And then on this side is your plain English side. So it just takes what is being said here, translates it into, sentences or phrases that we would more easily be able to understand. And then this is, like your historical context or, kind of look a little bit further into it. Here's a little bit of background information. And then it just goes through the entire declaration. That is that one. And again, on the Constitution, it's set up exactly the same format and all of that kind of stuff. So, and then the last one that's like not really the last one, but y'all know. Anyway, the last one I have to share with you today, I thought this was really cool. This is called The Stories Behind the Stories. First of all, it's beautiful, okay? And it's the remarkable true tales behind your favorite children's books. It says, in the Stories Behind the Stories, you'll hear the incredible behind-the-scenes tales of 29 beloved children's classics. Discover the childhood inspiration behind Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the original name of Curious George, the mysterious origin of Mother Goose, and what happened when Maurice Sendak told his editor he couldn't draw wild horses. Spoiler alert, he drew wild things instead. It's a celebration of children's literature, and you're invited. Just cool. I just think it's really neat. Again, just a different take, Like, how did the story even can even become the story. Okay, and so it looks like this, okay, so it's gonna go in chronological order. I've looked through this a little bit, but I haven't really looked at it. And this is cool. So your table of contents goes in chronological order, but it also gives these little kind of pictures there of what books you're going to be covering. So we've got Mother Goose, Night Before Christmas, Peter Rabbit, Boxcar Children, Winnie the Pooh, Curious George, Charlotte's Web, A Wrinkle in Time, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry, Harry Potter, and then most recent, what's the most recent? Most recent is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And there's a whole bunch of Green Eggs and Ham. There's a bunch in here that, you know, we're all familiar with. And then you have your author's note. Okay. So there you go. Nurseries and Rhymes by Mother Goose. So it tells you author is unknown. Here says, this is when they were published. And then did you know? So pretty cool. Look at that picture. Pretty interesting. It's kind of like magazine clippings almost, you know, like a collage. Okay, and then we move on to, this is The Night Before Christmas. Oh, that's pretty. Really pretty. Okay, and then on to Peter Rabbit. Cool illustrations, different, but it's cool. Okay, let's see what's back here. Oh, Charlotte's Web. We love Charlotte's Web. Pretty cool. So I am excited to just kind of go through this one. This would be a really fun one. It seems like a good portion of these maybe would still be kind of read alouds for us at this point. So it might be kind of cool to read this before starting the read aloud, so you get kind of, you know, some little background information on the author and the time period and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool. I am very excited about these. But that is it for Bushel and Peck Books. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.